Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video. And today, has been a pretty huge day, alright? There's a lot of stuff to cover, but starting it off, Biden SEC nominee Gary Gensler set for March 2nd confirmation hearing. Woohoo! We got a date. We got a date. We got a date. So a lot of us have been really waiting for Biden's SEC nominee here to finally get something going, because Gary Gensler, we all know it, is going to be positive on XRP, at least most likely, as he's been very nice on fintech and blockchain and whatnot. As you've already seen, Biden has most likely picked him for his positive or mostly progressive stance on this, but all of that we'll talk about in just a second, guys. Make sure you put down below if you are excited about crypto. All right, just put yes down below in the comment section. Just put yes, I am excited, because guys, I just cannot close my eyes. Every single day, I just have to freaking refresh the price about 50, 100 times a day. It's not even that I'm addicted, but maybe I kind of am, right? At watching the charts. Is that a normal addiction? Is that normal? Is that strange? Not sure, but I definitely do have it. Now, Biden's SEC nominee Gary Gensler set for March 2nd hearing. The U.S. Senate has set a date for the confirmation hearing of Gary Gensler. There we go. Quickly get that out. President Joe Biden's nominee to be the next chair of the SEC. Gensler will face the Senate Committee on Banking, Housing, and Urban Affairs on March 2nd. The hearing will take place remotely, so it's really not that big a deal. This whole hearing itself, it's basically just the date that's very positive towards us, as well. Had this been a couple months later, this could be a little bit less beneficial for Ripple. As of this point, though, even though they just got this, whole pre-trial court hearing started, I guess everything that we got from there is actually bullish. He is actually, again, this is the lawyer from Legal Briefs who talks about this lawsuit all the time. He said one little part was actually bearish on the whole XRP department, which is basically that Ripple had a little bit of a weak statement somewhere. But the two most positive things or interesting things are that, first of all, there's a jurisdiction issue, which he already predicted, and that was definitely the case. The second one, which we talked about in the previous video also, is the fact that the SEC, when an anonymous party came up to the SEC to ask whether or not they could sell it, the SEC didn't say they couldn't. And that was, again, up till 2019. And there's no real claim that we can make here that from 2019 up to now, XRP has actually become more centralized. If anything, it became more decentralized. So from that perspective, yeah, they should have already known back then if they have been investigating this for years now, right? So that's definitely one that in this discovery phase, which is going to last to about August somewhere, August 16th possibly, could be a little bit longer, whatever, is definitely going to be coming up. And I think Ripple's going to put a lot of pressure on that one. So I think that will be the most interesting part to look out for. But also, I'm not saying Gary Gensler is going to fix all the problems all of a sudden, but it's definitely nice. All right, this is again another positive date, as he is very bullish on crypto, and the SEC being bullish on crypto usually should be a positive impulse for the crypto prices too. Now, it actually didn't do that too much. Crypto prices are still relatively down. That is to me quite interesting and quite confusing. XRP is still up more than most of these other cryptos, which once more is pretty damn interesting how that one is going along. Is it again because of this whole ordeal with the pre-trial? I would personally say no, as, well, they didn't all of a sudden win. They didn't really get anything positive out of it, except for the fact that, again, the SEC has actually, answered that certain letter. But did we hear that for the first time in pre-trial here? I'm going to say no. It's actually just the first time that it really came out, but Ripple did their research and found this. It could actually be that this is all public already. It could be that if we looked it up, that we would have known this for months now already, or even years. It's just that nobody bothered to look, or nobody knew where to look. Again, it's really unsure to me, or uncertain, whether or not these documents were classified, and whether Ripple basically requested or found this in the already, I guess, I don't know how you call this phase right now, and I guess the start of the discovery phase, basically, where they look up all this stuff. I don't really know how they got the information, but they did. And yeah, that's really what's keeping them afloat right now. You might argue that that's really what's pushing the price, and it definitely could be. However, 64 cents, as we've said before, big resistance. And I told you guys, if we don't cross that one, we're still in exactly the same scenario. Nothing has really happened. And I'm not going to say luckily, but our prediction did come to fruition as we kind of hit 65 on that, but it's really not significant. It's basically a little bit of an outlier, yet we're still within the range. Otherwise, we would have definitely broken out. Then Ripple's XRP on the move as the SEC comes under pressure in security violation case. What do you guys think about that? Do you really think that's the case? You know, one thing we might also add is that what's it called now? I don't know, the FinCEN, I believe, in the US has actually also stated that XRP is a currency, even though that really doesn't add anything. It's really everything we've been adding up for the last couple of weeks just points towards the fact that XRP is going to win this, and the fact that in the UK, XRP has been allowed. Again, the UK came to terms and considered it an exchange token. So it's really all that we're waiting for is for Gary Gensler to come in and maybe look at this whole suit and just kind of pull his strings where he can to maybe make this all go a little bit faster. Because what I believe here is that Gary Gensler will not just pull out. Will not be like, you know what, let's cancel this whole lawsuit, because why would he, right? And why would Ripple want that? I, to a certain degree, think that Ripple does think that's a good thing. If the lawsuit were to get pulled, on a different sense, they don't want to guest settle, and they don't want it to be kind of pulled away from Ripple. They want it to be pulled away from Brett Garlinghouse and Chris Larson as, well, Ripple not getting this suit through means XRP is still in the unclear, right? So the only thing they would basically want is for the lawsuit possibly to be taken out and Gary Gensler to come to terms, for example, or I guess the whole SEC for that matter, and just talk about this over civilly and then make a verdict on cryptocurrency for that matter. But I would say that the SEC would have to settle this case nonetheless, as well. If they don't, then it's all going to be kind of strange, right? Because think about it. That means that they all of a sudden take back all their allegations, which there were a lot of them, and they're like, well, let's just discuss this with Ripple. But whatever they discuss with Ripple, well, they're going to have to do this for every other crypto from here on forward. So every new lawsuit will always refer to this case once more. And what I'm also considering and thinking about there is that, well, we'll still not have the official support or the official naming of XRP not being not being a security until we get a lawsuit like that. Because the last time I checked, the SEC cannot make rules like that. They actually have to do this through court or through higher authorities to actually get new rules in place and change all these things. So from that perspective, I don't really know what exactly they could achieve if this were to be the case. If, again, they just pull out of this lawsuit, or what Gary Gensler really could do. The only thing I believe he could do is just accept any positive verdict from Ripple's side, or maybe not strengthen their defense, or just go into some of Ripple's demands saying, you know, because eventually they're going to negotiate on things. And maybe if Ripple just comes in and says, hey, we really think this is not the case, that they're just a little bit more accepting rather than a rock hard, non-crypto chair who would have been like, no, this is all security. We're going to pull this through to the bare end. So again, it's still a very bullish thing, in my opinion. Then Elon Musk went a little bit crazy. A lot of people have speculated that Elon Musk is actually the reason that the crypto market went down right now. He is, by the way, not the richest person in the world anymore, as his value went down about $15 billion today, as some are claiming that this is because he first bought Bitcoin with Tesla, and then a little bit later said that the Bitcoin price is high. A little bit counterintuitive, a little bit strange. And by the way, again, go check out... Wait, I don't have it open anymore. Never mind. No, don't go check it out. Do I have it open? Oh, we do have it open. TikTok, all right? I told you guys before, I would never make a TikTok. I swore it, and yet, here we are. You might be wondering, Dusty, why have you sold your soul? Why have you done this? Why have you made an account on the devil's palace here? So, the reason is because I saw BitBoy Crypto, who had 2.5 million followers on this app, and a couple of my friends are doing it, and they're gaining a huge community for their Discord. All right, so the sole reason here is because I think it might add some new people to either YouTube or Discord. I still don't think this is a good platform. I still hate it with my whole entire heart, but if it helps, it helps. So if you want to follow me, go ahead right down below. All right, I still, I cry every single night that I made this just today. But, all right, I had to do it. So, yeah, Elon Musk loses $15 billion a day. Let's see what else we had here. Still about Elon. Bitcoin declines after Tesla. Elon Musk hints that prices are excessive. Once more, I still don't believe this to be completely true. However, it could be that weekend bullish Monday dip. We sometimes see that where the big institutional investors come back in with the news from the weekend and actually decide to sell it off. That could be the case. Unlikely, but could be. MoneyGram suspends partnership with Ripple. Some people have actually commented that this is all untrue. So I don't know exactly whether or not we can verify this in some way, shape, or form, because it's said here that it came from one of MoneyGram's official documents, yet I'm not knowledgeable enough of all of this to know whether or not this is actually forgery in some way, shape, or form or not. All right, so just take it with a grain of salt as of right now, then, that there might be something sketchy with this. Oh no, sir, what's the word for that? Sketchy with all of this, or a little bit strange. But I do believe it is true, though. Again, I'm not sure. If you guys know more, let me know in the comments down below. There were just a lot of people saying in the comments that it's not true, so I'm just quickly putting up a disclaimer here that there might be something fishy. Retail suckers with FOMO will eventually get crushed on Bitcoin, says Rubini. I'm just going to say, guys, be careful to not let yourself get dragged in by the FOMO. On a different sense, though, I do believe crypto will go on. And, of course, this guy's nickname is Dr. Doom. He doesn't earn that nickname for always being positive on things. So, yeah, it's to be expected. Elon Musk also heard a rumor some crypto coin was pegging the dollar, or basically pegged to the dollar, talking about stable coins. He didn't really like that. He was really laughing about that. Interesting, huh? Definitely quite. Why is this trending? But it's interesting. See what else we got here. Dojo for Doge. He basically tweeted this out. Dojo is the supercomputer for Tesla. A little bit strange. I don't know why exactly he did that, but it's Elon Musk, so what about it? And yeah, XRP price soars by 15% after SEC's Ripple lawsuit amendment. Can XRP price reach $1? Let's end it at that. I believe XRP can eventually easily hit $1. I still believe they'll win this lawsuit. No real biggie. I don't think we're really even far off from it, to be honest. So, yeah, what's the question really? Can it hit $1? Of course it can. The question is when, but that we do not know. As right now the price could have skyrocketed more, and maybe even would have if Bitcoin and the rest of the crypto market started to soar. But since they dumped today, it is already quite significant that XRP didn't also decide to fall. And so from that perspective, yeah, I do think that XRP might actually continue on to be bullish. Once more, though, it's really hard to say because, well, since it already outperformed the market here, could also be that XRP is going to correct while the other coins now go up again. That it's basically really decoupled now and just goes on with their own market cycles. Really nothing to do with the rest of the market, though. That could also be. In a different sense, I don't think it's fully decoupled. I still think it follows the rest, and $1 will come, but in due time. On a different sense, completely different one. What else is holding them back right now? It's only the lawsuit. But then again, we're only hearing positive things come out from this lawsuit every single time. So, right? Well, yeah. Maybe there's more incentive to the price than I actually thought at first. Interesting. It's really, really interesting. Let me know what you think down below about all of this, and I'll see you guys again in another one. It's just been such a crazy week, guys. My days.